Hi, I'm Sarah Shepherd and welcome to my weekly Taroscopes. Hi there, welcome to this week's Taroscopes for the week of the 19th to the 25th of October. We are slap bang in the middle of Mercury retrograde, which I'm feeling already. I'm recording this on my phone because I can't use the laptop. You've got gremlins in your electronics, you're not alone. Me too. I'm sorry if I sound a bit snuffly. I had my flu jab last week and it's given me a little bit of the sniffles. It's not COVID, symptom free, so let's not worry about that. Okay, let's begin. Aries, you just want to look after everybody. You just want to nurture everybody and make sure they're all fine. You're clucking a little bit like an old mother hen and you just want to keep everybody close to you. Things are going on that you don't understand and your answer is just to give somebody a cuddle, whether you know what the situation is or you can help the situation. So do what you do best. I gather you give the best hugs. Taurus, you've got something to celebrate this week. Minor milestone, but we actually can see the wood for the trees now. You actually seem to be getting somewhere. I believe that it's good to celebrate every single win, and you're telling the universe that you appreciate the tiniest little bit of progress, and guess what? They'll give you more. Gemini, you're feeling a little bit trapped at the moment, but I feel these are trappings of your own making, which is why you're not complaining. You seem to have boxed yourself into a corner. I don't know if this is through accepting too many obligations, spending too much, not being able to meet deadlines, but for some reason you're taking the blame yourself. I think the lesson here is just to be more organised in future. We can't change what you've done, but we can sort it out and make sure it never happens again. Cancer, at the moment you feel like everybody's got it in for you. You feel like you're getting it from all sides. You feel like you can't win. Every time you try and do something, you're hitting an obstacle. Well, you know what? If you go out with a negative frame of mind, you get negative responses. So let's try and see the good in things. Let's try and see the positive in things, and positive things will come. Leo, you've took on too much, mate. You're carrying the burdens of not only you, but everybody else. The problem is when you're so good at doing what you do, people give you more to do. And we know, Leo, you're too proud to say no. You're too proud to let anybody think that you're not managing your workload. Find somebody who you can talk to. Find somebody who you can discuss this with. Find somebody who might have some ideas of how to do this. But you've got to learn those two little letters, N-O, and stop taking on too much. Virgo, you're being asked to rouse the troops at the moment. This is a strange one for you because you normally work behind the scenes, but somebody's got to take control of the situation and it's going to have to be you. You need to step up and be the voice of reason when everything's falling apart. I know this is a new role for you, but you are more than capable. Knowing Virgos how I know them intimately, being one myself, make a list of what could possibly go wrong and what can possibly go right. Work out what you're going to say in advance, but you are up for the challenge and it seems to be only you can sort this out. Libra, there's something you need to learn. I feel there's something you started learning and you didn't finish. I feel like you didn't complete something. You need to go back and do it again. You were on the right path and for some reason you slipped a little bit. It's worth going back and having a look over it. It might be easier to carry on something you'd already started than it is to start all over again. Scorpio, something's gone on in your life right now and you just feel like you want to hide. You feel like you want to duck for cover till it's all blown over. Escape is never a good answer. Hiding is never a good answer because the problems are still there when you come out. It's time to face them and get everything sorted, okay? You will feel so much better for it. Sagittarius, we need to make some money, mate, and we need to do it fast. You're very good at talking to people. You're very good at, I say manipulation in the nicest possible way. I don't mean it in a horrible way. You're good at sales, basically. You can talk the monkeys from the trees. All of these cliches. But you must make some more money because this isn't very good, mate. You need to work hard. Capricorn, you're a bit guilty of sitting on your phone and barking your orders at the moment. Don't be surprised when they're falling on deaf ears. You know what should be done. You know how it should be done, but getting other people to do it, there are ways of doing it. Telling people what to do, they don't normally find that very encouraging. How about you ask them how they think things should be done, and then say, well, it's your idea, go do it. It's a bit sneaky, but it works for me sometimes when you plant the idea. If people think that they're doing things off their own back, they're more likely to do it. Aquarius, you feel as though all the efforts that you've made recently and all the progress that you've made recently is starting to crumble. This is a temporary feeling. I really don't want you to take this on board, but you're not feeling yourself this week. You're feeling a bit down. I wonder if it's the way the world is going, and 2 steps forward, 1 step back, or vice versa, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. I can't quite remember the way it goes, but it isn't this way. You're just having a bit of a moment. So yeah, be down, have a little bit of a sulk, but don't stay there. Pisces, less said, soonest mended. And I think you know what I mean. There's been a situation around you and nothing you can say is going to put it right. So I feel you need to zip it. So just say nothing, let the other person have some time to heal. And yeah, less said, soonest mended. If you say any more, you're just going to dig yourself into a hole and you're going to make it 10 times worse. So, yes, please, back off. Right, they're your Taroscopes for this week. I don't feel they were all very positive, but I think this is the time of the year, the new restrictions. We've all had enough now. It's raining, it's cold, we've all got sniffles. Mercury's going backwards, so all our machines are breaking down and there's delays, etc., etc. But as with everything, this won't last long. This is just a phase. So, okay, don't dwell on it. If you have to hibernate. I know I will be. And just sit this one out. If you've enjoyed your Taroscopes, I do private readings, online obviously. If you go to my Etsy store, it's Mystical Mayhem store, there is all my varieties there and all the options. Or you can contact me on sarahmysticalmayhem@hotmail.co.uk. Contact me directly and we can organise something. I have a page on Facebook, Mystical Mayhem, and I also have an Instagram, Mystical Mayhem. So I'm easy to find as long as you remember those 2 magic words. Okay, I'm going to tune in now for our spirit message. Okay, I've got a lady with me. She would have passed in her late 60s, early 70s, which was way too soon. I feel you all feel this. It was very sudden. I've had pains in my chest. So I'm feeling we passed with a heart attack, or I feel there was a lot of pain in the chest leading up to this time, but we didn't expect her to go quite so suddenly. She leaves behind a lot of people who are very upset about how she went. She's sending red roses. They seem to be significant to a young lady. There's a lady that she wants to contact who seems to be in an unbearable situation. And if she'd have been here, she would have been able to put your arms around you and just say, do you know what? It's time to move on, my lovely. How much of this are you going to take? It's not improving. I'm sorry to break that news to someone, but I know it means a lot to somebody. I feel this lady's mum or nan. She comes with a real maternal feeling, but she's saying you can't keep putting up with this rubbish. How many chances you're going to give? How many times you're going to say, yeah, we'll stick it out and see if it gets any better, because it's not getting any better. She feels like there is something so much better waiting for you if you would just let go. Right, we're talking about a river, we're talking about a canal, and there seems to be somewhere near where you live. This is something you would have enjoyed doing together, or walking up and down the canal. This was something she would have liked to do. I feel like I'm going up the Lee, because it's somewhere that I know well, so I could be mistaken, but I feel like we're going northwards up the Lee towards Cambridge. This may give us a little bit of an inkling of who she is, but she liked the outdoors, she liked her walks, she liked getting out every day. I feel like there may have been a little dog around that she enjoyed looking after, and they're reunited now, so she's quite happy about that. Right, she says you seem to have been going through it a little bit lately. Everything needs replacing. You know, when one item breaks and it's one after the other. I think it started with the washing machine. All your items in your kitchen are clonking. The problem is when you buy them all at the same time, they all break at the same time. She's finding this quite funny, but I know it's not funny at the time, especially when we're all struggling for money at the minute. But she just wants to let you know that she's about and she sees all these things. She's given me an initial of S, so I don't know if that's her initial or yours. It's just a little bit of proof. I can't get the rest of the name, but I know we have the initial of S. And number 39 seems to be relevant. I don't know if this is a door number for you. I think this is her first time through, because it seems really bitty and nothing seems to be flowing, so I really hope you can take all this information. Okay, she's ready to go now, and she's saying so much love, and she knows how hurt you are and how sudden everything was and how you're struggling, but she said the struggle is part of the process, so go with it. This is one of the stages. You will never forget. You will never get over the loss of her, but you will learn to live with it. And I think that's a good message for anybody who's lost anyone. It's a new normal. We can't go back to normal. Things will never be the same again, but we learn to live with the grief and missing this person. But keep them alive in everybody's memories. Make sure that you speak of them, keep their photos up, because they were here and they did play a really important part. I feel like she's giving me a message for everybody, so it would be lovely if everybody could take that on board. But anyway, she comes with a lot of love, and God bless. That's our spirit reading for the week. I hope somebody can take it. We've been lucky the last 3 weeks since I've started doing this. We've found homes for our spirit people. They seem to know I'm going to be here on a Monday trying to find their loved ones. So yes, I feel that this is working out, but I'd love to have your input. I'd love to know what you think, whether this is a good idea or if it's all working out. I'd like to know if your Taroscopes are making sense to you. It's lovely when I get little messages like spot on, Sarah, and that just keeps me going. So yeah, please listen and let me know what you think. Okay, that's it for this week. So you know what I'm going to say. Be careful, be kind, be sensible, be safe. If you try not to go out if you can help it, because it's not just COVID out there now, it's all the winter flus and gloomy skies. So yeah, if you can stay in. I'm sure we can find lots on the TV and lots to do, but it's better to be safe than sorry. So have an amazing week. Read a book. Whoever has time for that? It feels like we have time for these kind of things now. So yes, have a great week. Put your feet up. Watch the telly. Don't go out if you don't have to. Till next week. Toodles.